Hello, everybody. Man, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know what to say. I know y'all know what I'm about to talk about. Okay? That situation that happened in Washington, June 6, 2021. By the way, just another date in our history that would live in infamy. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. The president called those people to Washington, spoke to them before they went to the Capitol, and suggested that they do so in fight. The funny thing is, that is exactly what they did. But let's talk about the individuals who are doing the fighting first and foremost. All of them people, they look familiar. Seen them all 100 videos. Okay? Running behind Trump. I know who those people are, because I've seen them before. Here's what's really bad. Here's what's really bad. That they attacked a building that any the lowest intellectual American citizen would know. That is the cornerstone of our democracy. In that building is a history. They only have 4 trips in that building. There's history in there that go back to the 1800s. They got 1776 flags. Breaking in to the Capitol. Let's talk about who these people are. When Black Lives Matter protest, these are the same individuals, Trump supporters, that go there and say Blue Lives Matter. They're real. Let me say that again. Every Black Lives Matter protest, them same people we seen in Washington, go to those rallies. You know what they do? They fight with the people there, and they start off by saying Blue Lives Matter. That's what they say, Blue Lives Matter. And by the way, that's why it's so much violence. When they have these protests and these individuals engage and beat up on protesters. We have police officers, because they say Blue Lives Matter, who be working with them. All on video, all seen, exposed. Okay? But in Washington, they was tearing them cops up. Tearing them up. Do you know one young cop lost his eye? Because one of those individuals who always be seen at other protests trying to talk about Black Lives Matter people threw something and hit a cop in the eye. And they're protesting Blue Lives Matter. Okay? I know who these people is. Stop playing. They the first ones to scream USA, USA, USA. But you attack a building that is the cornerstone of democracy. If any building in Washington shows off this thing of ours we call democracy, It's the state capitol building. Come on. How could you scream USA and attack the very cornerstone of what that means? The shit y'all did today. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I have one more point to make. Proud Boys. See them everywhere. You see Black Lives Matter. Here they come with their guns, their fatigues. We here to protect everybody's constitutional rights. Ain't nobody even invited them there. We here to protect everybody's constitutional rights. We just don't want to see the buildings burnt down and all that. Stop playing. Because it was Proud Boys who ran up in the Capitol today. I thought y'all stood up for liberty and everybody's constitutional rights. And you definitely don't want to see the buildings burned down. But it was some of y'all up in there. That's that bullshit you kick when black people, white people, when you see something unified, you scared of it. All y'all scared. Y'all always cry, America left y'all. Did nobody leave you? You didn't want to advance with us. You want to stay in the past. All that old bullshit that's obsolete. And the majority of us want obsolete. Don't want obsolete. We don't want that. I guess I could say we're doing the best we can to form a more perfect union. You always talk about, oh, Black Lives Matter protests, oh, they burning the buildings. Man, let me tell you something. You could burn down 10 Kentucky Fried Chickens and it will not add up, in my opinion, to what happened at the Capitol building today. Period. How do some people who always scream in USA could do something like that? Ain't got no black men statues in there. There was white boy statues. You did it in their presence and they through their essence is looking at you. You ain't even got enough sense to see that. Y'all taking selfies. Videotape yourself. Like y'all did something. The people who don't want to hurt y'all is gonna get tired of that. And they're gonna hurt y'all. Seriously. Your chances, glances, tell me, the wick is real short. It's almost to the dynamite. Now I got another question to ask. What was up with them pussy ass cops yesterday to let them people up in they let them storm our house? God damn it, that was the people's house. There was 10 cops there that I counted. 2 of them had AR-15s. Don't tell me none of those cops who had 9s on their side had anything less than 4 clips. You took a job. Security. They gave you a gun, and with that job came a license to kill if that place is ever threatened, is under siege, anything. Now, I would not engage them outside. No. It's only 10, 11 of y'all. With guns, you could still be flanked. But when you backed up in that building, you should have gave them one warning. And one warning only. If you come up in here, we will shoot you. If you break the glass on the door, we will shoot you. If you try to take this door off the hinges in any way, shape, form, or fashion, we will shoot you. People asking, where was the DC police? Where was the National Guard? They didn't need that. Them cops conducted themselves like the biggest pussies on the planet. Everybody would, it's not even worth saying, but I'll say it anyway. Everybody know what would have happened if that was Black Lives Matter running up in there. You would have shot them in the face. There should have been at least 15 dead. And once I had them on a run, I would have stepped outside the building and screamed at them, you better run. Because if I catch you, I'm going to kill you. Point blank. People thanking these police. You saved my life. No, they didn't. How fast you was running saved your life. Every last one of them congressmen, in the House of Representatives, senators, was picking them up and putting them down. Even the ones that was talking about they were going to support a rejection of the coronation of Joe Biden to be the next commander-in-chief. I told y'all Trump is about to take power. I told y'all this. In Trump's War II, I told y'all, he is preparing to take power. He's not going anywhere. That police officer or security guard, whatever he was, that shot that girl, he's a hero. He should have tore her ass up. They had the door barricaded. They were trying to break through the door. They went up in there to hurt people. They went up in there to beat people up. They weren't just trespassing. Even the pussy police officer said they had blood in their eyes. Straight up. Everybody in our Senate and in our House of Representatives that was there are alive because they ran fast enough. They got down quick enough. They hid quick enough. Because those pussy-ass police, all of them should be fired. They embarrassed us in front of the whole world. We should be seeing the faces of the people whose heads they blew off. It sent a message not to just them, not to just any other group in the United States of America that want to try something that crazy, but to the world. We will die and take you son of a bitches with us before we just gonna let you run up in here. They could have, the destruction in that place is unbelievable. These individuals were incited by President Trump. Trump even said, let's go down there. We need to go down there. We fight. We don't give up. I'll walk down there with you. Let's march you on the house right now. Got them psyched up. What Trump do? Went and grabbed him some milk and cookies and sat in front of the TV, waiting for the dum-dums that he gives no two shits about to go down there and either hurt somebody or get their ass put in the casket. I want to guarantee you that girl who died yesterday. Now I know the beginning of this video talks about today because I started it yesterday. Okay? I know that girl had to say, why did I do this shit? Why did I have to do this stupid crap? I'm taking my last breaths. I never knew when Trump told me that he was going to make America great again, that he had no plans of doing it. And he knew if I followed him long enough, that I wouldn't have a rat's chance in hell of living to ever see it. I know that's exactly what she was thinking before she left. Exactly what she was thinking. Let me show y'all how much President Trump cared about y'all. Tell President Trump pay for that girl funeral costs. Tell President Trump go over there and hit the family off with some cash. Tell President Trump to call up that girl's family and apologize. Tell President Trump to make that apology public. He doesn't give two shits about y'all. What he loves about y'all is that you're so fucking dumb. And had some real cops been there that day, it'd been a lot of y'all dead. It wouldn't just been that girl. She ran up on a real one. And he put a hot one in her. I do not feel sorry for her. I feel sorry for her family. But her actions brought on her own demise. I was looking at the news yesterday when this was happening. Okay? And believe it or not, this video was not supposed to be Trump's war party. And it's not going to be. It's going to be 5. That's why you see the 5 there. I was working on Trump's 4. Almost done. And that was in reference to that bomb that took place, that exploded in Nashville. Okay? And I had to cut that short when I saw what was going on. I stopped shooting and stopped taping this video yesterday because I am very angry right now. Straight up. Very angry, and I know a lot of American citizens are angry and they're scared. President Trump has a death wish because of what he did yesterday. I mean, everybody wanted him out of office. Everybody voted. It was unanimous. Get your ass out of here. But, you know, he has done so many things. So many things that he never should have gotten away with. The Republican Party in Washington all need to be taken out behind the Capitol and shot. Because they enabled this man to bring us to this point. Because Trump should have been impeached and tried and his job snatched from him in 2018.
So let me see something here.
And what did the Republicans do?
I think I coughed in this. Let me see.
They enabled him.
It sound like it's still recording.
They enabled him.
Was it recording?
Knowing how wicked this man was.
Yeah, this is showing recording. Okay, come on.
He got by with that. He made the Ukraine call. Republicans helped him wiggle out of that. Even Susan Collins said that dumb shit. I think the president has learned his lesson. How is you teaching him a lesson if he ain't paying? He's been impeached. That's a big thing. He's still in the White House kicking up hell. You don't learn unless you hurt, you feel pain, you lose something of value. You are punished by your actions in some way. If that's not happening, you are emboldening this individual. You embolden them. He just keeps crossing the line. The man is a habitual line crosser. But what he did yesterday, He went too far. He went too far. I see death on Trump. I seen death on him when he was telling those followers, man. Trump knew what he was doing. Them followers was out there for 8 hours, cold. They already upset. They already sad. They traveled to support this president that they really believe loves them. Or they pretend to believe it. They know they racist, and he's racist. He's gonna hurt the people that they don't like. They can stop with the bullshit. They can stop. That's why they was there. But when he gave that speech yesterday to those supporters, I seen death over him. Because of what he did yesterday. People don't give a shit about the election we won because he doesn't. One of the most sacred building that represents what we are striving to do is create a better and more perfect union for everybody was under siege at the orders of President Trump. And because of that action, let me tell you something. President Trump has presented himself to the American people and made us all really look at him and say, honestly say, this man is too dangerous to be left alive. So many world leaders reached out to us, tweeted about this. He just don't have American citizens really feeling this. He got the world feeling this. He is too dangerous to be left alive. "13 more days. He ain't gonna make it, y'all. He's not gonna make it. I predicted the assassination of President Trump 2 years ago. And I seen it in a dream. And it's why I gave him that nickname, the Headless President. At the time I had the dream, it was just a dream. At that point. When I first had it, it was just a dream. But it did kind of bother me, like, Jesus Christ, why they kill him like that? Because, I mean, they didn't just take his head off in my dream. Everything was missing. You know how you have a t-shirt on that has a round collar? Just comes around your check. Listen, they shot him. That is what was left. His body flailing. He hit a wall, slid down to the floor, and his body was still flailing. And when I woke up, I was like, God damn, the Headless President. Now, I know why that dream was that horrible. I see death on President Trump. I see death. And he has manufactured this himself. President Trump don't understand that he's blessed with power. He ain't took shit. You ain't in control of nothing. For real. I'm telling you, the Headless President. And he did that yesterday. he put himself on death row. Because nobody now, nobody here in this nation, in the countries abroad that love us so much, even African countries reached out. 4 or 5 of them in unison saying we are praying for America. That's just how blatantly shocking that act was. It shocked them to their very core. All these world leaders offering hopes and prayers for us because they know we better than this. They see what's going on. But I'm telling you, other nations will not allow a world where Trump survives to take power. Because he single-handedly convinced us all that he is too dangerous to be left alive. Nobody's talking about 13 days he's gone. I'm quite sure in circles where people got resources to make this happen, they're using words like containment, neutralize. We went through a lot in these 4 years. All of us went through a lot. We've watched protests, cities burn, rights fought for. We watched unity in love grow amongst fellow Americans, different colors, race, creed, sex, all fighting together. We've witnessed horrific deaths at the hands of police officers. We watch our president and while all this was going on, we just watched our president just violate the Constitution over and over again. Now we've got this pandemic. Over 300,000 American citizens that's just gone. We have been through a lot this year. And now we see this. We see what we saw yesterday. And I hate being the bearer of bad news, but there's more to come. But you know what though? Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. And I think when it's all said and done, we're going to be all right. When I first started this show yesterday, and I started taping, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. I tried writing things down. I would get a line and get stuck. Ball up that piece of paper, start all over again. I tried just practicing, saying certain things over and over, trying to figure out how could I best talk about this. And I heard a little voice in my head. That voice said, son, just open your mouth and let God do the talking. Let God do the talking. And that's exactly what I did. And doing now. Being as truthful and as honest as I can. Because I know better than anybody that the truth will set you free. We're going to get through this, y'all. We're going to get through this. We live in a nation that have seen some of the most, oh my God, some of the most roughest, craziest times ever. But we always find a way to make it through together. I know a lot of you are tired. Every time you turn around, it's just been so much turmoil. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And you're tired. But I'm going to tell you, don't you get tired. Don't get weary. Because that same determination, fortitude, the desire for freedom, liberty, and justice that our forefathers and foremothers had, all the way up into the parents who raised us, and still does with that same fortitude. And we'll be able to safeguard this future. This will never happen again. And there's only one way to do that. You don't have to become your fellow Americans can. We gonna have to understand that there's only one way, and one way only to fix all this crazy shit if we do it hand in hand. No doubt that is something that we can achieve. Because we do it every time. We deal with extreme, high, national adversity, and we find a way all the time. In the darkest hours, we find our way to the light. All I can say is, remember who you are. Remember who you are in your heart and in your mind, and you hold your head up. You hold your head up, and you live your life. and sister so they can shine.